Well, is the Kikimora able to do T2 Abyss? Yes, that's the question we mean to answer today. So if you want the best Eve guides, you came to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and a Triglavian enjoyer. For the better part of 10 years now, we got 2 fits here for you. Now, I'm going to give a bit of a cautionary thing to this. We just started putting out our Damavik and other Triglavian Abyss stuff. We're testing various things, and what I've seen so far is taking this fit, which will be in the description for you. Easy, it's always free, click it, enjoy it. This fit blitzes T1s. We were able to make about 40 million ISK an hour doing this. So this fit, you do sub 4 minute, sub 5 minute T1s. Okay, so this is easy, pathetically easy, brain dead. You don't even have to think about stuff. So that's this. What we're trying to do also is do dark T2s. And we've got a little bit more bling on this one. Of course, we've got the Veles, got the monopropellant, and the double cat battery. Let's explain how this worked in dark. So you're going to see a dark at the end of this. They're a little bit harder to do, more micro, but it is, I think, the better Kikimora one to do. We're going to keep testing T2 fires. So just to be clear, we have a fit for a T1 Firestorm and a T2 Dark. You can do also T1 Dark. It's fine. You're going to be able to fly through it. But the T2 Dark is the one that we were able to really make work. So, okay, here we go. We start with Veles. You want the bigger one. You can take the Tech 2 you can take the Tech 2 Entropic to a T1, but we use the Veles to get the bigger damage. Okay, let's talk about ammo really quick. The Mason is going to be the longest range, but some of the lowest damage. You use these to pop the bioadaptives and keep on hitting stuff. Mystic is going to be one of the ones you typically use and is your mid-grade, is your decent DPS, but is mid-grade range, mid-grade DPS. And the occult ammo is going to be really close to you and it's going to be the highest damage. Reserve this for your battleships, your Carbidus, your drone hive, whatever the heck, anything that's big. A battleship, this is what you're going to use. This is how you're going to break their tank and keep it going. And while we're talking about Triglavian stuff, you need to understand that Triglavian things spool up. So it starts at 252, ends at 800 with the occult damage. So the longer you're spooling on something, the better. So keep that in mind. This is going to be something you're going to see us talk about a lot when we're doing target switching in the Abyss. At the end of this video, you're going to see us do a full run. Enjoy it. Okay. When you're doing darks, speed is king. Now the monopropellant, why not a Tech 2? The monopropellant is just easier on your cap. I've been using this a ton. You can use Tech 2 if you would like. This is the better one. 2 batteries, because we literally died on stream to sleeper newts. We had a cap battery web and it killed us. So 2 batteries is enough to stop those newts and get more cycles off and enjoy your ship not dying in a ball of fire. Thank you very much. Okay, so the other thing you're going to do is notice that this is a cap stable fit. You can literally leave everything on when you're in this. You just turn on your afterburner, turn on your spooler, and turn on your armor repper, and just don't worry about it. It really does feel good to fly a Kiki comparatively to other drone ships that are like high micro. Even our Cerberus was like, I'm just doing a lot of stuff. This is 3 buttons. And the T1 Firestorms, I was like, oh, I am never going to die. So that's what I would recommend you do. 2 DPS mods when you're doing the darks, because you're going to be speed tanking more. You don't need the tank. The thing I'm trying to make work, and the thing that we're going to keep trying to do in the T2 fires, is the double tank. We're trying it. That's why I'm not putting this one in the description yet, because we're still messing with it. Do double DPS in the darks and use a mixture of tank rigs in your rigs to round out the various things that are happening. So no drones here. No drones. 1 button. Make sure you bring your paste, because you're going to be overheating your DPS mod against other Kikis and against the Vedmak. Those are going to be the thing that's going to kill you the most. In the Firestorm especially, they do a lot of damage. Okay, so biggest problems with this are sleepers, battleships, but you chew through them over time. You're going to be able to see all the goodies towards the end of this video. But why just have me fly this ship? Yes, this ship is worth about it's worth about 140 million ISK, and 5 of you, 5 winners, are going to be getting a fully fit Kiki, this exact fit that we just used for T2s, T2 Darks. We're going to give 5 of you this Kiki, yes, 500 million ISK going out the door. And in order to enter this giveaway, you first have to be subbed on YouTube, and do that. My bot's going to know if you're not, and you'll be disqualified. Okay, so click that button. It's free. click the daggone button. The second thing you have to do is I like spooling. Type I like spooling in the comment and you will be eligible to enter in. The final thing is put your in-game name in that comment. I have to know who the heck to send the contract to, so do those 3 things. Sub, type the catchphrase, and put your in-game name in the YouTube comments, and you'll be eligible to be one of the 5 winners. Let's check out how the Kiki does in space and see what else we've got. T2 Abyss, Kiki Darks. Let's see how this goes. Our first T2 Kiki Dark. Let's see how this goes for the day. I knew it had to end this way, ladies and gentlemen. I knew. Let's go this way. And let's turn this on. We have FELTs. I'm going to start with, we have a Celia as well. I'm going to use our Mystic ammo within 24 on the Celia and try our darndest to get as close to this Karen as we can, baby. Let's go a little bit wider on the arc. I see the Karen's moving this way. A little bit wider. Good. The Celia's in range. I'm going to hit this guy first. This guy typically does some kind of E-war. Yeah, we'll poke him first. He's going a mile a minute as well. Might want that web, chat. I'm telling you. We want to get ahead of the Carbidus. We can get ahead of her, then we can turn her back around, and that's why we hit this thing first. This thing does random E-war, I swear. Sometimes it does newts, sometimes it does web. I swear it's random. I might be wrong, but we will see about that. All right, so we're cutting in around the Karen. We're cutting in around the Karen. We're gonna hit the. I think we kill the Karen first, honestly, and we kill the cruiser later. Let's kind of manually coming in, and let's get our occult out. And let's orbit this chick. Nope. Let's get the occult out and let's orbit her at 5. Let's orbit her at 5. Welcome to the next 3 minutes of your life, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. You fight in blue clouds in dark. Interesting. You go faster in dark. There's no reduced resistance. So anything in general, it just takes longer. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna... got out of the range, dude. I gotta orbit this stupid thing at 25. We missed. The spool is very bad. I gotta orbit this chick at 2,500 because we just go so fast in the darks. Goodness gracious. You gotta just stay nice and tight on this. See, and the FELT is hitting me, but who the hell cares? And I'm not worried about the FELT, chat. We can out-tank that. I want to kill the Carbidus, okay? So if I orbit him at 25, looks like we're holding at around 5,500 because you can orbit at 25. But I'm holding at 55 because the ship is moving too. Okay. Orbit at 500, so it shall be. Let's just do that, right? Really just get nice and close to it. On default orbit is going to be 500, baby. Get nice and close to this battleship. Let's do it. You can see the type of the mob, null charge, drains, cap. Oh, is it in its like info window? That's kind of sick. I like that. All right, so good. He's almost about to drop. What's up, FELTs? A little bit more. Let's start heading towards the bioadaptive. Let's load in the Mason really quick. We're going to hit the FELTs in just a sec. After I do the bioadaptive, please, thank you. I miss drones so much. Another thing about this, since it's all play style, the Danovic had drones. I like that better. It tells you in the overview under type. Gotcha. You did try to tell me, dude. Where is the freaking type? Is it here? Radial, angular, faction, militia size. Where's type? Oh, type's right here. Type. Trig thing. Ah, I see what you're saying. So in there, it'll say like Triglavian, blah, 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 blue. I got you. Okay. You did try to tell me. I'm a hard nut to crack sometimes. I tell you what. Let's change the order like Dink was saying. Let's put type here. Yeah. Can we put this like right here? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Let's turn this off. Let's go to Mason, T2 Abyss. First room down. Got the Carbidus. There, we did it. We did what Dink said. We did it. Pog. It'll tell me like nuding thing or whatever that's done. All right, we've got a bunch of goodies coming in. Let's go towards the speed cloud. We've got plate forger, gaze dimmer, and ember needles. So we're doing plate forger first. Okay, so all of these, we're just going to go right towards these guys. Let's just go towards the plate forger. And we're going to unlock the, let's hit the biodata before we start spooling on anybody. Come on now. Ooh, there it goes. Big hits coming in. Ember needle. There it is. Let's orbit this at like, I don't know, 5. And then start doing the mystic on the plate forger and the gaze dimmer. Gaze dimmer is going to do some sensor dampening on us. That's fine. I forget what the plate forger does, but it doesn't matter because he's dead now. A ton of ember needles, A-okay with me. Keep hitting this. We're going to keep our transversal up with our orbit. I don't know why my ship just stopped. Why did you just stop? I just took a ton of damage. Why are you stopping? My ship is broken. I said orbit at 5. Oh, because I said orbit at 500, chat. Yeah, that was... My ship is broken because I'm bad at EVE Online, ladies and gentlemen. Gaze dimmer is a dampener. The forger is largy. There it is. I'm glad I poked it. So I had it orbiting at 500, and it was bouncing off of the gate, and it wasn't moving. Sometimes that's how it goes, y'all. Sometimes how it goes. And these are at about half. We have stabilized. The only reason we took a bunch of damage is because I failed. Okay. I messed up. We're going to have a nice wide arc on this central gate, and that will let us poke these things post-haste. Now it's just a matter of target manipulation. Always mind your surroundings, young Bruce. Bonus to shield booster duration, penalty to shield booster bonus. Sure. Okay. Okay, all right, so we only got 4 of these, so let's head towards the bioadaptive. Start poking this. Again, I have to remember. So I might like fires better. T1 fires felt way easier in the Kiki than T1 Darks. We're currently in a T2 Dark. T2 Darks might be more... I say it might be more doable, but we've updated our fit, so I think I have to go back into T2 Fires with our updated Kiki fit so that we can see. Because the thing that we've changed now after that one room is we have the double cat batteries here, right? So if I go back to Kiki, Dark Test. This was our test, right? Let's go to Mason. We have one more room, ladies and gentlemen, one more room. The lack of web, and maybe we swap out the multi-spectrum for another radiation sink and just try to end the firestorm to even more damage. What do we got? We've got, we're going right towards a rock, bro, because we're in a freaking speed cloud, baby. We've got a ton of these swarmy boys. Let's get rid of these. Thank you kindly. And we've got, here we go, chat. This is the room. Anchoring, striking, anchoring. Let's go for anchoring first, I guess, and use Mystic is already in. Good to go. Good to go. Let's hit the speed cloud. We're in a speed cloud. My shield is on. I have turned it on. Let's go back towards this guy just to get out of the speed cloud. We're never going to hit these guys. We're never going to hit them. And the Vile Swarmers will just be there for now. So we do have the Bioadapt. Okay, so once a couple of these Damaviks die, I will feel much happier. Good. Let's go for the anchoring one because it has E-War, but whatever. They all hit me the same, I think. Vile Swarmers are missing us completely. They were for just a second. That was super intriguing. Tons of Damaviks. We just have to keep focusing fire on these guys. The Mystic ammo was actually it got out of range of these guys. What the heck? Go for the Mason ammo against these guys because the speed cloud messed it up. Hit the Mason ammo on this just to keep the spool going. Maybe that was the wrong move. We'll have to see because now they're super close to me. Let's orbit this at 25 and we'll swap to occult ammo in just a sec because I actually don't want occult ammo because we're going to reset our spool. This is why I don't like darks and why I think I prefer firestorms. We're going to keep trying to make firestorms work. I don't like the constant ammo switching with the range. It's just a lot. You were right. In darks, we're just constantly switching. It ends up being like a micro fest. If I wanted this, I would just fly a worm and look, he's out of range because he just went that way with a freaking speed cloud, bro. Now it's fight the other Damavik. Let's get him down to armor. You know, like, look, he's about to zip. Freaking, he just went so fast, dude. Let's go. Where's my velocity? He's going like 4K now. What the heck? My man's is a bullet out of a daggum gun, ladies and gentlemen. What the heck, chat? Let's put this right. Let's move these guys a little bit over. Looks good. Looks good. Good. Finally took him out, chat. We'll start thinking about going towards the bioadaptive cache. Cache. If it's okay. If it's okay. Get away from the speed cloud. He's right, chat. He's right. Just get away. Drones are a crutch, says Andreas. Nah, drones are life, bro. Stop bouncing off the... Kiki be bouncing, ladies and gentlemen. Kiki be bouncing. Come on now. Let's head towards the cache. Let's head towards the cache. This is the final room for our T2 Dark. So we actually were able to do a T2 Dark. It's working, albeit I'm misplaying a little bit. It is much more micro intensive than the Firestorms due to the lack of range. But you can do it. You don't need a web with one battery. You just die to newts. There it is. We've said this before. With this fit, you have to do the thing in your third mid slot that's going to stop you from the kill room becoming a kill room. That's what you have to do. So I'm going to turn off our afterburner here really quick. Pulse it once we're going towards it, get the loot, and get the hell out of here. This was a sub 10-minute run, so we can do Dark T2s sub 10. Can. Okay, let's turn on some swarmers. I'm going to put it back on the PvP tab. Swarmers don't do anything. Sub 10. So you can do Dark T2s with the Kiki. All right. Can. In sub 10. This is a good amount. But I'm gonna tell you, we had an easier time doing this same thing in T1s, and it was making you about the same ISK per hour. So if we look at this, it's a very similar situation to our Damavik situation. In T1s, the destroyer medium is 3.5 somethings. So we were able to do a T1 in about 4.5 minutes, okay? All right, with an average, the average is, excuse me, geez Louise, I thought my lunch is attacking me. An average of 3.5 million ISK per run, okay? 3.5 per run, all right? T2s, we're doing about 10 minutes, right? With an average, and I can't, it's hard for me to draw with this thing, for God's sake. Okay, with an average of 8.8. Okay. 8.8. 8.8 per. And that's what that means. So this means that T2 is going to be able to do about 6 runs an hour times 8.8 is 52 million ISK an hour. Okay, so T2 is 52 about million an hour. All right, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. And T1s are going to be, where's my calculator? Is, let's say you do, because if you do 3.5 a run times 2 is 10 minutes. Let's do this instead. How many runs are you doing an hour? 60 divided by 4.5 is, let's round down to 13. So let's say you're doing 13 runs times 3.5 an hour. You're doing 45 an hour, okay? So this is about 45 million an hour. Okay, this one. What's the conclusion here? T1s are better. T1s are better. You know.
But Loru, you make less ISK.
Yeah, but the T1 was brain dead. The T1 was, I didn't have to deal with it. It was crazy. So does it cost more? Fire is more attractive. That's also correct. Gonlink makes a really, really good point. What we've concluded in this video, I'm going to give you 2 fits in these videos. One, I'm going to give you for T1 Firestorms. We're still testing our T2 Firestorms. It'll probably be in a future video. And then I'm going to give you a fit for T1 and T2 Darks. Okay, so what I would do is I would do T1 Fires because they're so much cheaper to buy. You're right. And T2 Darks currently are the way to do this. I'm going to work on a T2 Firestorm very, very soon. So this is the ISK per hour that I would do. Well, you've seen the Kikimora as possible to do Abyss, and the ISK per hour is just okay. We're going to keep iterating on this. And if you want more Triglavian Abyss, that's this playlist right here. And if you want the best Eve guides, you came to the right place, and that's this playlist right here. That's this button. Click it. Enjoy it. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.